The White House on Monday said it believes Russia is turning to Iran to provide it with hundreds of unmanned aerial vehicles, including weapons-capable drones for use in its ongoing war in Ukraine. US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said it was unclear whether Iran had already provided any of the unmanned systems to Russia. But he said the US has information that indicates Iran is preparing to train Russian forces to use them as soon as this month. Our information indicates that the Iranian government is preparing to provide Russia with up to several hundred UAVs, including weapons-capable UAVs on an expedited timeline, he told reporters on Monday. According to a report in the Financial Times, the West could be running out of extra stockpiles of ammunition to supply Ukraine. The Ukraine war has exposed the skimpiness of Western defense stockpiles, especially of unglamorous but crucial supplies, such as artillery shells that have been the mainstay of fighting, the report explains. Western arms manufacturers are scrambling to secure supplies of scarce components and materials to make weapons and munitions that until recently were barely in demand. Some of the electronic components of Stinger missiles last manufactured at scale 20 years ago are no longer commercially available, according to Raytheon, the manufacturer of Stinger missiles, the Financial Times reported. Ben Wallace, the UK's defense minister, has said Western countries would struggle to wage a protracted war comparable to Russia's assault on Ukraine, as their ammunition stocks are inadequate for the threats we face. During a simulated war game last year, the UK's ammunition ran out after 8 days. According to the UK's Ministry of Defence's update from Ukraine on Tuesday, Russian troops were continuing to make small, incremental territorial gains in Donetsk Oblast, with Russia claiming to have seized control of the town of Grigorivka. Further, the update added that Russian forces also continued their assault along the E40 main supply route towards the cities of Sloviansk and Kramatorsk in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, Alexandra Garmazapova, an indigenous rights activist from the Republic of Buryatia in eastern Siberia, has claimed that 150 soldiers from her republic had refused military deployment to Ukraine and have returned to Buryatia this past weekend. You made the right choice. You saved your own and others' lives. There is no need to fight for Putin's ambitions, who, while you die, eats well, sleeps well, and builds himself another golden palace. He loves himself very much and appreciates his life. He is 70 and he intends to live to at least 100. Value your life and you. You are 20 to 30 years old. You haven't even started to live. Your loved ones need you alive. Garmazapova posted on Facebook. According to the Moscow Times, citing open source data, Buryatia is among Russia's poorest federal subjects, yet it suffered the highest number of Russia's losses as part of the country's armed forces in the war. As such, Russia has been accused of using indigenous peoples and ethnic minority groups from various federal subjects in Siberia as cannon fodder since the start of the war. In March, residents of the city of Novokuznetsk in Siberia's Kemerovo Oblast were seen in a verbal confrontation with the region's governor, Sergei Tsivilyov, accusing the Russian state of deceiving soldiers belonging to the region. It's the dirty secret of the Russian military. Russia's peripheral subjects, Buryats, Dagestanis, Tuvans, are Putin's cannon fodder. For many young men in Tuva or Dagestan, signing a contract with the army is one of the very few options for a regular income and a possible career. Russia's military is disproportionately made up of poor, non-ethnic Russian men. Alexei Kovalev argued in an opinion piece for Foreign Policy. For ThePrint, this is Raghav Bikhchandani. Content written and researched by Suchet Vir Singh. For more, log on to theprint.in and follow us on social media.